Hello! Without fail, I want to do a video, so both neighbors started running some sort of sanders, but hopefully we'll be able to make it through this and you can hear me. So here I am in my yoga space. I'm actually on my mat, on my blanket, and I just had an inspiration while doing my practice that I wanted to share to help you start your week off really well. It's a practice called Samastiti breath, or evenly matched breath. So basically how it works is we match the inhale with the length of the exhale. So for most of us, the pattern of the breath is inhale to a count of 2-ish and exhale to a count of 3-ish. These are relative numbers, so it's usually a ratio of about 2 to 3. So the inhale is usually, for most people, shorter than the exhale. And what that means when we bring them to match is that sometimes we can end up straining to lengthen the inhale or not getting the full breath out when we try to, shorten the exhale. So when you do this practice, I want you to make sure you're not straining. So make sure that you gently and very, with a gentle invitation, invite the inhale to lengthen, and then use some effort, use some mental focus to get all the exhale out so that we can bring the breaths to match. So here's how the practice works. Super, super simple. You can do it seated, you can do it standing, you can do it lying down. We inhale to a certain count and match the same count on the exhale. So for me, I'm in a pretty relaxed space, so my inhale may be 4 or 5 counts long, meaning I'd inhale 2, 3, 4, exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4, exhale 2, 3, 4. And we continue on like that for up to 10 breaths, a breath being the full inhale and the full exhale. Now, for you, your count may be 3. Inhale 1, 2, 3, exhale 1, 2, 3. Your count may be 5, it may be 6. It may lengthen as you go through the practice, and that's okay as well. But find a place where you can match the inhale with the length of the exhale without strain. Because what we don't want is inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale. We don't want that, right? We don't want to stress the body out. We want the body to find balance and find some harmony and some sense of ease by matching the intake with the output. And what that does is it's doing a lot of things on a deeper level, but it's regulating the rhythm of the body. So it's regulating the rhythm of the diaphragm, it's regulating the rhythm of the heartbeat, the blood pressure, it's affecting our hormones, it's affecting the massaging of the organs in the belly as the breath moves in and out. And it's giving us some, on an energetic level, some balance of what we bring in versus what we push out. And you can imagine if we take that to a metaphorical level, most of us are constantly taking in, right? We're on Facebook taking in, we're in our daily jobs getting emails, getting phone calls, looking around, there's cars moving everywhere, we're constantly sensory input, right? And it can be very overwhelming. So this practice helps us find that even balance where we bring in, but only as much as we can then take back out. We can process and return out. So many of us get stuck feeling like we take in so much, we're overwhelmed, and then we don't have the energy to do the things that we want to do. This practice helps us balance out that energy so that we can meet our lives with what we want to bring into them. So it's a very, very simple practice of evenly matched breath, and by that I mean the inhale is the same length as the exhale and vice versa. The key is to do it without strain and without holding the breath. Many of us, particularly if you are familiar with athletics, you may do inhale 1, 2, 3, and then you want to hold the breath. Exhale, let it all out. We don't want to hold the breath. You could, over time, add some gentle holds, but the goal is to keep the breath moving without strain, keep it flowing, matching the inhale with the exhale and vice versa. So I hope that practice is very helpful for you. You'll probably find that it's quite calming and soothing, particularly if you started off your day or your week in a rush or in a bit of a like, oh my gosh, I have so much to do, I have so much on my to-do list, how am I ever going to get it done? You'll find this practice quite soothing, quite centering. It'll bring you back to yourself because, again, we're matching all of that mental craziness, the sensory input of this and this and this and this and this with the energy that we can bring to it. And then over time, this practice should be quite rejuvenating for the body, particularly if you're running on a deficit of oxygen. So some of us hyperventilate quite naturally, or we just don't get enough air, or we're slumped and so we're not breathing deeply enough. This practice will give us a little bit of boost of oxygen because we're bringing in a lot and we're getting rid of a lot, and we're allowing the body to do a sort of reset. It's like a cleanse for the breath. We'll put it that way. Cleanse for the oxygen. So I hope you enjoy it. Simple, simple practice. We breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4. If that count doesn't work for you, you're welcome to lengthen it. You're welcome to shorten it. Just make sure that your inhale count and your exhale count are matching. I hope that helps. Mwah!